Welcome, everybody. Welcome to BeoTalk. What is it? 202.
202.
202. As per usual, we're on the Skinny Play page. If you want anything from their collection, use the link that's either in the description or in the chat right now. Buy any two products and you get 10% off. We get a small kickback, goes straight into the channel. And if you don't want to give us a kickback, I think the 10% still applies. But it doesn't cost you anything extra. And every other thing as per usual, like and subscribe if you haven't yet already. Liking helps out a great deal in the YouTube algorithm. If you want a guaranteed answer to your topic and or question, a super chat is highly appreciated, but only if you can. I mean, inflation and times are tough, and energy bills.
We'll accept beef donations as well.
Yeah, if you want to send any of us Bitcoin, that's fine too.
Post the QR code on the screen of the wallet.
I mean,
oh shit!
What we could do with 1 or 2 Bitcoin. Thank you.
Yeah, we super chat that.
And other than that, yeah, backgrounds changed because you moved again, or
I didn't. Not again. Finally, I moved. So yeah, it was a headache as hell to do all this shit. But I still, as we speak right now, have an electrician in my house, buddy of mine. So shout out to Malcolm. And yeah, thanks for doing that, brother. Yeah, he's ripping out all the Lutron and putting all the primitive switches back on. And then I just still don't have enough to do up everything in my mom's house because I need a couple of remote dimmers. Because there's so many 3-ways in here from the hallways, right? That I didn't have hallways. I just had rooms. So I need to get some of that. And then this house hardware will be finished, and then programming starts. So it's a few weeks of playing around with the lighting and gateway. I already have it here, so I'm gonna start programming that into it. Got the hue lights out of the apartment also, right? So they're here now. I haven't plugged anything in yet, but right now I'm concentrating just finishing up the fucking place.
Sweet.
That's all. And yeah, hopefully a Tuesday or Wednesday it'll be ready for paint. Maybe even tomorrow.
So
I don't know yet.
When do you have to give the keys back? On the 1st or on the 31st?
On the 1st. On the 1st, but if the guy that I think that took the place, he kind of wanted to move in on 25th. And my plan was to be out on 25th, so then they have 5 days of whatever you need to do with the, because I think personally they should repair the ceiling because there's a crack in my ceiling in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
And that was from the top floor. When they poured it, some dick had stepped on one of those air ducts that vents from the bathroom.
Yeah.
This one happened to be from my shower, so when it was brutal cold and you have showers, like the water condenses in that pipe because it's cold, and instead of dripping out, it was just leaking back into that pond, or the low point, which happens to be in the center of the ceiling. So it cracked the ceiling a little bit. And I obviously wouldn't have any of that shit done with all the equipment that I have in there. Like, my bed has never seen the drywall dust in its life, so I'm not about to start that. And yeah, that's about all there is to it. They would have to fix. And apparently, one of the sprinklers had gotten painted over, which they had found out after 6 years of it being there. Because I never painted anything in that place. Like, I got it basically brand new after 3 years of it being on the market. So, yeah, it's a lot of laughs and a lot of headache. But yeah, then the process of installing everything in here starts, right? Like, I already have everything set up, like the downstairs, the BV9 and all that jazz, but the basement is a mess where all the cables are put in. Like, I don't have anything organized. Like, it's just fucking everything's everywhere, right? I don't have a place for a equipment cabinet yet. I have to buy one. So yeah, there's still lots to go. But yeah, that's about it. That was my whole week, man. In a nutshell.
Yay. Moving is always so shit.
Oh yeah, and it's the first day of spring over here, and it's a catastrophe on the roads. Like there's like travel advisories to even go to Edmonton right now. It's like the roads are closed, so
Oh, it's
Edmonton is
nice and
expecting.
thawing finally, so mud everywhere.
No, Edmonton is expecting like 20 centimeters of snow today, man. Like it's just this is not how you kick off the spring at all. But here we are. So what's this?
Come join our
Oh,
Discord. Prestige Creators has his own channel within the Discord, obviously. But he's made
nice. Is that for the 8,000s or 18s?
8,000s.
That's fucking cool.
So to make him a bit more refreshed and new, and
This would actually look sick with like white covers on them. The marble, I would dig that completely. Really nice.
Personally, I like these a lot. But
it'd be cool if you had a floor that would match it, so they would just disappear. It would look like they're just standing on a tile.
Yeah,
yeah, those are nice.
They look good. I like that a lot. I also like that it's typical B&O cable management. Like, there's none.
No, I like it. Is that plugged in or no?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. I think Prestige is just pulling B&O's horse shit. Come on. Yeah, I think you are cheating there, bro. But I'll give you that. Because I don't see no status light. Should have photoshopped the red dot in there. But yeah. No, it looks hot. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, the links to Prestige, I think, are down below in the description. And
that one's a little too busy.
Come join the Discord if you want to stay up to date with that sort of thing. And it's free, by the way, for anybody that's wondering. It doesn't cost you anything. You just need to put in a username and an email address, and that's basically it.
Start trolling.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, Prestige.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at your website. I get this from Google.
What? You storing your website on an Pornhub servers or something?
Yeah, I guess.
Really? I'm gonna try.
Okay. Turn on. What the hell is this? No, I don't want to turn on enhanced safety. Back. Just. Why can't I come to your website? Let me do this.
Yeah, I get the same, bro. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, here. Visit unsafe site. Apparently your site is very unsafe. Maybe it's because of all the... all the cool looking covers that, like, we don't want you to buy too many of these.
Yeah, that's weird that it doesn't want to let me in.
Yeah, if you can go to details and then below it, it says visit unsafe site. Anyway. This is the site. I promise you they're not putting a bunch of malware on this.
No, I know. It's weird.
So,
nice.
Yeah, I'll pop it into chat just in case. Is there a padlock? No, there's no padlock where the URL is. It just says dangerous up here.
Dangerous as fuck, bro.
Maybe it's dangerously sexy.
It's dangerous to your wallet.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So they are hollow on the inside, hey?
Yeah, they're covers. And then these...
Oh, so these go over top of the existing. Oh, yes. I didn't know that. Interesting.
I mean, and then as per usual, Prestige Creators uses these ridiculous magnets that are way too strong, so it doesn't move, even if you like brush up against it with vacuuming.
That's good.
Still, the BeoLab 5 covers are great.
Yeah, I like those in black. They look sick. They look absolutely sick. Did B&O did something with their Instagram finally, or did they not listen to us bitching?
Oh no, they probably don't listen. Let's see.
I'm kind of interested in.
Because B&O is basically becoming Bose.
Not even worse than that, because at least they get products of their pictures. Where B&O has somebody with the Adobe Illustrator in charge of this thing.
They did sign some sort of sponsorship deal with Williams F1 team this
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I saw that. I got an email about it. So
I mean,
that's good.
I wonder how much does it cost versus how much do you get out of it? I don't know. It's if you're lacking cash flow, it doesn't seem like the greatest idea ever to sponsor. Like I think the Alonso deal probably was cheaper because it's just a dude, right, and a small logo. But this is quite prominent on the car, so.
Is it? How big is the logo? Did they show it yet or no?
Yes. Let me see. You know.
I'm quite interested to see what that is. Where is it placed, by the way, anyways?
Underneath the head of the driver.
Oh. Somewhere in the sun will shine, I guess.
No, it's on the side of the car. So, there.
Oh, shit, eh? That is a pretty good real estate, to be honest. Wow.
I mean,
Wonder how much Duracell paid for theirs. You can definitely read that.
Well, after watching today's race, at least these guys fucking finished the race.
No bouncies?
Oh, plenty of bouncing, but like plenty of this going on.
So what is that happening? Is it from just the way that their design is going now?
Yeah, so they changed sort of aero performance, right? So before, a lot of the downforce was the nose and the rear spoiler and how it flowed over the car. Now most of the suction is created by the floor of the car. What that does is create less turbulent wake behind the car, meaning they can follow each other a lot more closely. Because if you don't get the correct airflow over the car in the old format, you just have less grip. I mean, you can get more speed, but less grip. With the floors, it's not so bad. But what happens is now that the floors cause so much suction that the cars bottom out. And when they bottom out, the air stalls, so they pop back up in the springs again. So that whole cycle keeps on continuing. Like,
And how fast is it? It's pretty fast though. Like it's
yeah, because that arrow is so efficient that as soon as it pops up, it starts back again. So you're just bouncing on a bloody pogo stick.
that'd be so annoying the entire race.
Yeah. You see the heads of these poor drivers literally like on the straight, like.
Wow. That would suck, man. I wouldn't be happy with that.
Some cars are worse than others, I guess. But some cars didn't even bloody finish.
What do you mean?
The two Red Bulls apparently just they made it for 52 52 and 56 laps out of 58 rounds, and both engines just quit.
Probably from the vibration and stress that bouncing does.
Who knows?
I would guess.
They're
That's
probably
a lot
not
of
going to
strain.
tell. I mean, everybody else was fine, except for another car powered by Honda that caught fire. It's a bit of an oopsie.
What happened?
Yeah, just a turbo caught fire.
That would suck for them.
Yeah, it was bizarre to watch. But then again, Formula One, you never know what's going to happen.
Red Bull needs extra day. All those wings that keep the Red Bull up. I guess it wasn't enough wings there that day.
Yeah. Can you still say that in North America? Red Bull gives you wings?
It doesn't give you diarrhea, so...
Well, there were some people that sued Red Bull because they said, I believed Red Bull gave us wings and I don't have any.
Person like that should be fucking smacked in the face and get the fuck out of the courtroom, dude. Are you serious? Like, that is just the dumbest shit to sue for. And I'm sure that they've gotten a copious amount of money. I'm sure they won because that's just fucking retarded. And whoever's the judge should be also dumbass. Like, really, that's... Like, you can't... I don't understand where the logic comes from that. Like, I don't. I guess it's the same like the McDonald's lady, right? That poured, that spilled fucking lava hot coffee on her crotch.
Yeah, except McDonald's was actually to blame for that. Because they actually made the coffee lava hot and not drinkable hot.
They always did.
Yeah, but they had a purpose for doing that. So the thing was, if you get coffee to go and within like 5 minutes, if you finish it, you can get a free refill. So they managed to make it so hot that you couldn't finish it.
Way.
Yeah, and therefore you wouldn't get a free refill.
I think some of the coldest people and most ruthless people are the people in the business. Especially in the big business. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, remember the whole pink slime thing?
Oh, fuck.
Like, it's beef. Associated products.
Fucking meat maggots and shit or whatever. Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Super Size Me at all?
Yeah, a long time ago.
When I saw it, I haven't had McDonald's till... When did the movie come out?
I don't know, 2008, 2009, something like that.
Yeah, first McDonald's I've had was about 6 months ago. I haven't eaten McDonald's since I fucking saw that shit.
McDonald's is not as bad here, but I eat
it is
maybe once
awful.
a year.
I think if you really want to get yourself an intestinal storm happening, or a hurricane at that point, I would highly recommend Taco Bell. Get the Mexi fries, which have chili and fucking sour cream on them. They're so good, but I bet you any money that you cannot hold that in your ass for more than 20 minutes. All of it. There is no way. There is just no way.
Apparently, Super Size Me is from 2004. Bloody hell, we're getting old.
Wow.
Do you feel old yet?
I feel old every morning getting up.
Do you feel grumpy yet? Get off my lawn!
Oh, there's none of that here. Just fucking garbage cans blowing around, because, like, where we are, or where my mom lives, is this way is the street, and that way is coyotes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's literally end of the city. There's nothing behind us.
Sweet.
That being said, nothing stops the wind. So when it starts to howl, it really picks up. And they just did the recycling bins, I think yesterday or Friday, because today's Sunday. So now they're all empty, and it's just they're all over the street, dude. Fucking blowing around. Yeah, it's sad, but it's so quiet in here, dude. Like, I am so not used to this. I'm so not like, it is it is absolutely quiet in here. Like there's and on this street, like there's never gonna be a bus route because the end of the street is basically another 100 meters to the river. So there's nothing gonna be built there other than maybe like a little doggy park or some shit that people can, run their dogs to the river. But that's about it. But yeah, it's so quiet. It's serene.
By the way, go and if you haven't yet, go subscribe to Karel or on Instagram because thanks to him, I have a fucking buttload of old B&O pictures that'll eventually be up on the Discord. So another reason to join the Discord if you're into...
Oh yeah, you got the whole catalog.
Pretty much, it's 700 gigabytes, something like that.
Sounds about right. I don't think I've downloaded all of it because back in the day when I was working with B&O's ROI system was a media center. It was called.
Yeah, it's the whole media center.
Did you? Okay, so that's what I have downloaded as well. But those TIFF images are fucking ridiculous sizes, dude. Like they're like some of them are 150 megs a picture.
Correct. I have just about all of them.
Yeah, the resolution is ridiculous on them. Like they really did an awesome job back then.
Yeah, like I have the original ads for the bloody phones.
That's hilarious. Yeah, because some of these were literally used in the catalogs. Well, most of them. Most of those photos were used in a catalog or some sort of a promo.
And then there's a bunch of different color shadings and codings in them, and this sort of ad.
I've never seen those teal blue.
Nor have I. I was just going to say, was that actually ever a thing?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think that those dark blues is what they were showing like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, it's the whole media center. That's awesome. Like those are such sexy photos.
So yeah, if you want any of them, take a notation of when it is during this podcast and email me. If they're small enough or within like 2 or 3 pictures, I'll send them to you. No problem. But it's been
700 gigs is fucking ridiculous.
It's been a bitch to unpack because everything was zipped within zips within zips, because otherwise it would take forever to like download.
I know, dude. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. That thing should have been a Blu-ray player.
Yeah, they could make that new. I would love that.
Because whatever the carry mechanism is, right? Like you would just have to replace the laser, right, for faster spin.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Well, I think the limitation probably would be in the data passing through that cable all the way down to the media socket, the socket unit.
Yeah, but surely if we make old stuff new, that one would be up there for a 4K Blu-ray player.
Oh, for sure. They should have made it like a complete streaming machine as well. New audio master type of thing. It'd be cool. Not many people really have Blu-rays and such, but the mechanical sexy is in
Well, Eric and Henrik, they swear by them.
By Blu-rays?
Yeah. I mean, Eric has a massive storage of Blu-rays, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't own any media anymore other than CDs. That's why I kept the 9000. That's one of my favorite pictures. I actually have because that was a gold CD pack that they would send to the shops.
Mm-hmm.
And what those CDs were, they had, if you had what you're supposed to do is have the 9000 on the random, and there are 5-second blank tracks. So every 5 seconds, the mechanism would go between up and down, different. It wouldn't play any sound, right? Mm-hmm. But it would just move the CD player up and down randomly to whatever slot. It's fucking cool.
It also kind of shows you, if you think about it, that the mechanism can handle that for like a few years in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
and not have like a failure event. Because when it's 5 seconds random and it moves up and down like that, that's a heck of a lot of movement that you'll never ever do at home.
Oh fuck no. Even if it was at 10 seconds, I don't remember what it was, but it was something ridiculous. Like it was moving that if you just stop to pause to look at the shopping window, you would see it move at least once or twice, depending on how long you would stand there.
Yeah, that's sweet. Let me get to the next folder.
Do it. I like it. Yeah, the old school pics, man. Like, look at that. It's a little close to one another.
Yeah, but in terms of what they're actually showing off, fucking gorgeous. Like they don't. I don't particularly hate the current stuff they show, but it's so clearly all render that it's like, would you please occasionally take some regular pictures? Like even for the site?
Yeah, like this is awesome with those LEDs shimmering off the DVD disc. That's what I have to actually install here too, because my mom has one. I gave it to my mom. I have two of them actually, so I'm gonna keep one for myself as well. But this is I have one that my buddy technician in Vancouver unlocked. So I have one of those region free.
Nice.
Which is sick because I have a whole bunch of like DVDs back from Slovakia. It was a period of time after we left, and not even after, before we even left. Like the DVDs were still fucking hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've reissued. Novi Čas was the name of the, like, New Times or whatever was the name of the newspaper, and they had a, like, for a limited time they would have, like, every Thursday I believe it was, or whatever. The newspaper would cost a little more money, but you have the DVD. You would get a DVD with like the classic fucking cartoons that we've grown up on, or classic like those Christmas movies from like the,
yeah,
like old Slovak shit. And my parents fucking down, or like they basically bought the entire collection as they were going, because back then they had a shop, so newspaper always showed up. And yeah, they're fun. They're fun to watch.
Current B&O should do something like this with a BLAP 50 or a 90.
Mm-hmm.
And just put it up on Instagram and or their website.
Yeah.
Because this
Somebody
stuff
should
is...
hack B&O's account and actually post the proper picture. Like, this is balls right there.
Yeah, or I don't know. B&O should... evening, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
B&O should do like a B&O heritage or whatever, and just dunk all these pictures on there.
Mm-hmm. I know. I like, look at that BB5, man. Like, that is just a stunning television to this day. I have one actually that I'm bringing back from my friend's place, because she bought a bed and now there's no point. There's no room for the TV. But she's like, but I want to keep the butter of the what is it, the ladybug wings. She calls the Bio Center too, right? I'm like, yeah, you can keep that. It's fine. But I'm gonna take the BV5. I'm gonna take it downstairs to the basement, and I'm gonna see, because somebody retrofitted an actual LCD. I think it was a Samsung or something was retrofitted into these. So I wonder what I could do with that. The only problem is that to trigger the goddamn. How would you trigger it? Because this is back in the day when the Bio tool, or the service tool 2.0 or Mark II, does not have BioVision 5 in it. This was done by BioZap, which I have the program, but I think, well, I'd have to use it on my old laptop as running in a virtual machine, because it needs to be an XP.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if there is a puck to control on off like an LG screen, right? Because LG wasn't that big back in a BB5 era. I don't think.
No. It could have still been called Lucky Gold Star at the time.
Oh, fuck. So I'd probably be better off with a Samsung panel in there,
Yeah.
which saddens me to say that, but there's
Well,
got to be a way to attach it there for sure,
I
man.
mean, there's up and downsides to LCD. LCD
Mm.
does last like forever. Well, maybe not forever, but longer than OLED because OLED just has a natural lifespan.
Oh, but also the dude who did the retrofit used the Lintronic. But what did he use the Lintronic for? Did he use it to rip the codes and put them into the TV? I don't know how you would do that because the BeoZap, like that downloads all the pucks. Like that thing was every time that there was an update, they've basically just update the main file with extra pucks that they were adding on. That's why the BV5 and BeoSystem ones were so slow because they were just bloated with all of these puck tables. Where BeoSystem 3 platforms, you had to have minimum of 3 pucks, but that's all you needed. Cable, DVD, and then an Apple TV. That's what usually was, or a Roku was the fourth one. But I would usually download like generic Samsung DVD, generic Panasonic DVD, generic Toshiba DVD, sort of. These are nice. I fucking remember jerking off all over this, man. Like back in the 2000s, like I was in love with the 3200. This is a 3000, I believe, still.
Uh, I like the design of all of these. That's why I have a 2300 again.
Mm-hmm.
They're so nice. They're not as.
I have a 3200 downstairs in the basement.
I mean, they're not as maybe icon. Well, maybe they are as compared to the 9000. I mean, people in chat, what's more iconic, a BSR 9000 or the Overture range?
Should run a poll. I
Yeah.
believe would be a 9000, but this one is definitely longer running than a 9000 product because this was definitely pre 9000, right? As a CD player.
Yeah, but also during and also after, a bit more or less.
Did it go afterwards or they discontinued at the same time? I think they discoed at the same time.
Wait, where did my poll go? Oh, there it is. I guess it sort of depends on when you came into B&O because, like, one of the earlier B&O products we always had at home was one of the, I think was the original Overture, which is, I mean, for all intents and purposes, looks almost exactly the same as this thing does, but with a tape deck.
Mm-hmm.
And it, I mean, it's, to me, this is like sentimental way more so than a 9000 will ever be.
You, Steve, with your bloody MCL. You're the only diehard I know with the MCL just rocking it, still proud. A lot of people that were waving that flag, it tore off in the wind already, but yours is holding on, so good for you.
Well, he does have a neighborhood cat that keeps the house mouse free.
Yeah, that
which
just,
helps.
it's so funny. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. The 3000 did back in the day, or was able to control the biograms. The 9000 was a little bit shaven off of that, but then again, you can give the 9000 what the 3000 or the Overture series don't ever will have, which is a SPDIF output to lap fives. That's non-existent. There's
Yeah.
no outputs other than power links on the Overture range, where the 9000 obviously has
Yeah,
in and
Master
out.
Link, but
Well, the Master Link is on both, but the SPDIF I think is a big deal, especially like if you hook up the fives proper. Snap, I remember those pictures, dude. Like I have catalogs in the basement that have these photos in them,
this
and I like
looks
how they
so
used to do
good.
it. But I like how they did it. Like it's all cold and gray and clean, and I love the fact that they are using the concrete. I don't know where in the hell that room is, but that is something that
Isn't this in Factory 5? It's just
I don't know.
one of the side walls because there's massive slabs of concrete in there, isn't there? Or in that at the farm, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
this it's
looks sick.
weird to me that like you'll see as we go through more of these pictures, a lot of them that are coming up now are from around the 2000 era, sort of. And whatever was modern to B&O then is almost still modern now, to the point where the current B&O picture sort of ranges and interiors are all back to like fuzzy 70s shit.
Hmm. No, but this, like, you could get away with this as a modern system. Obviously, the limitation, I think the biggest one there is in there is the size of that screen is way too small for nowadays to make it believable, type of thing.
Yeah.
But then again, I guess it shows also the fact of how massive the Lab 1s are comparatively.
Also,
oh yeah, look at you, it just grew the freaking cabinet. The magic.
I sort of love it that in and of itself is a new picture. It's like, oh, we changed the cabinet.
But they put it exactly where it was supposed to be put.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. It's good old times, man.
BV7s are still with the DVD.
Oh, dude, those things are sick, man. I think that's the best TV that B&O has ever produced. Second to Avant, but Avant has its issues. Where BeoVision 755, I have never seen anybody have fail. I've never seen that TV go at all. I've never seen it go.
I have, but it
And
was
we've
one
sold
of the
a ton of
earlier
them.
ones. I mean, I must say, when I saw it go, it was like 2 years ago, or no, not even. It was a year ago at my dealer. Somebody had a video engine issue where it would like start flickering, and then it would put like the snow in the picture. But in all that time, it's bloody 1. So, and I think it was a Mark 1 or 2, like it was an early one.
Yeah, I mostly sold Mark 5s. Never seen them back ever. They're so big. Shit, we're 50-50. 18 votes, eh? Look at that. There's 43 people. Somebody else voting there. God damn it. Don't just leave it at a draw, for fuck's sakes.
Well, since David is in the chat, he probably pressed the wrong button anyway.
Misclicking, damn it. That's a what? Oh, that's a 732. That's cute. That's a cute TV.
Yeah.
Still shudder to think how heavy that was back in the day.
I mean, yeah, this sort of picture.
That's sick. Like, it makes you want to get it.
Also, if you have a BSN 9000, you can flip this logo around if you hang it sideways.
Yeah, you can turn it.
Yeah. Like, they literally thought of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the 17s, where they're upside down in the own B&O brackets.
Yeah. Not even going to comment on that.
But in this era, like, that was like... I don't think it would pass inspection if you had to look at the logo like that, if it was sideways.
David Lewis would never let that go out of the factory like that. I really don't think so. That's cool. I gotta get like colorful CDs into my 9000. I always go with like monotone colors. Yeah, the 9000, man, always an icon.
I mean, yeah, like I said, I like the 9000 a lot, and it's very pretty. It's just the overture range at 2300, 2500, 3000, overture 3200. I don't know. They typify this even more B&O with the moving glass and.
So you gotta have all the X-ray photos as well of the 9000. I mean 8000s. I think there's 6000s X-ray photos.
I don't know. We're probably not going to get through all the pictures in here because it's so bloody many.
There's so many.
I mean, I even have the PDFs for like specific shops that don't exist anymore. Like you should announce the BeoLab 3s like X and XXXX price, meaning filling yourself.
Yeah, like look at that. Like that's sick. I like how they had it turned on somehow. Yeah, dude. Like just the mitering that they show, the edge precision, everything. It's just ridiculous.
Just in case even they use two BeoLab 4000s as center speakers.
Mm-hmm. That would have been a stressful install.
Would you almost not get like a metal plate that is precision cut, so you only have to mount one plate level where the 4000s are mounted to the single metal plate, where you can like off the wall like line it all up? So
I would prefer the metal plate for sure, because the problem is you have to have it so perfect that when you slide them together, they gotta touch, but not touch enough that you don't allow one speaker or the other to click into the lock, right?
yeah.
I never, thank fucking Christ, I never had to deal with that. I had to take off a lot of them and replace them with the 7.2 or 7.6 in some scenarios, but I never had to put those together. I know my predecessor was obviously, like, this was before my time with B&O. Like they've done a lot of them, man, and like the millworks, and oh yeah, that was just it sucked. That's a VV9
Wait,
or
are we
five.
back to the beginning again?
That's back to the fives.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're back to the beginning again. Hold on.
So it rotates through the same photos, but just different sizes, I guess, hey?
Yeah, because there's low quality, medium quality, and high quality.
And freaking microscope zoom and shit. Like,
yeah, and the high quality of a fairly simple gray tone picture is like 45 megabytes or something.
yeah, it's insane. Makes me want to unpack my freaking box with the hard drives and go look through them all. So I got tons. Yeah, finally 9,000 is winning by a hairline.
Oh, come on, people. Overture range for the win.
No, bro. 9,000, man. Everybody likes their 9,000. So, there you go. Screw the rest. Yeah, that Bio Center was actually, that's exactly how I first seen it on the wall with the Bio Center 2 and the Lab 3s, that they played it, and I couldn't believe the 3 sound when I first heard them. Like, it was just like, really? I'm like, where's the subwoofer? There isn't one. Bullshit on the stick. There's no sub. No, there isn't. No, you're screwing with me. No, man, there is no one. Like, look, where would you put it? But I think the 3s are the best paired with the Lab 11 instead of the Lab 2. I know the Lab 2 looks good, but you'll cook the Lab 3s to death with the Lab 2 playing. It's too much
Unless you
for
have it on the TV out.
Because I have one client that has had a 9,000 and a set of Lab 3s with the Lab 2. No, he still does have the Lab 3s. Yes. I've replaced his tweeters and the chassis twice. Tweeters 4 times.
Oh, it could also just be him.
Oh no, that's totally him. He just likes his music loud as fuck.
It's cold in here. Volume.
That's right. That was Thorsten Velour's first project, hey? That's how he got in with David Lewis. David Lewis told him to design a phone.
I mean, I like it as a phone. It's very.
I love that phone. I think it's the most unique phone that's ever been produced.
It's still futuristic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what, 2 decades old now?
Yeah. I think it's just beautiful. I love talking to it when I have full phone line system, but now phone lines are basically the thing of yesteryears.
Hey, your friend from back in the room.
And there it is. Right there. That's the most expensive nightstand clock I've ever owned.
Well, it does more than just being a
I
clock.
got a lot of use out of it. I have to admit, I did get a lot of use out of it. I'm shocked and surprised that it's not more damaged than like there's no damage on it. There's a couple little mini dents on the top plate because that was like with that stupid plastic. Like you looked at it wrong and it was dented. But it's funny to listen to the sound of it now. Like the M3 will bury it. Like it'll bury it in the
Yeah.
dirt. But it's still sexy, man. Like I still used it even here a few times because I didn't have the alarm clock here yet. So I had this to turn on. And it's funny, like you can hear in the morning, the first thing that, because you can hear the antenna just like, right, it slips out and then it starts playing. It's so, it's like, oh yeah, there it goes. And if you don't touch it, I think after an hour, it shuts itself off. But as soon as you touch the volume, it just stays going.
Question: you never had to replace a touchpad on these?
Not on mine. I haven't yet. Knock on freaking wood. But I don't use mine as much now, and now I don't use it at all. But like back in the day when I first moved in with my mom when we bought the house in 2009 or 10, uh, I would I don't even know when I bought mine. I think I bought mine in 2012. I didn't buy it right away because fuck it, I don't know. And then I kind of listened to it more and more. I'm like, actually, it sounds pretty good. It sounds awesome. Like I used to listen to CBC radio a lot before they've gone completely corrupt and unlistenable to now, and especially before the COVID, because then there was nothing but that in the news, and I couldn't deal with that. But spoken word radio on the BeoSound 3 sounds cat balls, man. It's so good. I really like that, and surprisingly, my battery still lasts quite a bit.
If Tigris is ever in chat on the Twitch side again, this is his more or less dream setup with these bloody table stands that nobody ever bought.
I know. I think they're gross. I don't even know how they come around.
I think the
Like,
gold makes it worse than it kind of is in real life.
I never liked the gold speakers. I know Eric has a pair of them, but he still has them, right? The gold 4000.
Yeah, I think his girlfriend's computer speakers or something like that. Yeah, if anybody's interested, come join the Discord. I'll see if I can put some of the B&O ringtones on the Discord.
You got the ringtones as well?
Well, you sent them to me.
Oh, yeah. I thought you had more or new ones. No, yeah, I have the Serene ringtones. Are there?
Who knows? They may be in here somewhere. I don't know. I haven't even been able to go through all of it because there's so many pictures.
Yeah. But they're all real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, it's so much different.
I mean, there's so much documentation in here, like even to how back then the preferred shop layout plan was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
I've
all
downloaded everything.
Thank you, Karel.
Yeah, when the shop was closing, I basically just downloaded everything. And then when I got access back to the ROS as a pro partner, I definitely just got more and more. But I was more into the technical documentation than pictures at the time, right? Because pictures ain't going to do shit for you when you don't know how the pinout goes to something. So
for sure, but that was also your job. Like, yes. For me, this B&O is half the time. Well, more than half the time, it's just going like, drool, drool.
I make my living off of it. So there's the sexy. That just looks so cool.
I mean, it's highly unlikely somebody actually lives in this space, but please, B&O, if you compare this to like the shots you did of the weird 50s in Harmony, this is so much better than that.
Mm.
Because with the 50s in Harmony, hold on, I'll see if I can. If I can pull it up real quick. Where are you, speakers? I think it's the 50s, but it could be the Harmony. But the product pictures. It's not here anymore. I think it was the Harmony in that case then. But they were in this weird marble sort of placement where one was straight at you and the other one was like pointed that way again. Oh no, they seem to be gone now. Oh, that's good.
What?
No, found them. Like whatever this hull is that they use when the 50s first came around, like 150 was here pointing more or less towards the TV or something, and then the other one was off on the right side facing normally straight on. It was a bit of an Alicia Keys job sort of idea, and it's like, why?
Which I also think that this is such a misleading way of showing that TV, because that's not a rotating bracket, so that should have been flat against the damn wall. Just my thoughts.
Yeah. Let me see. Google probably be allowed.
This fucking room is as cold as my office, man. I don't like it. I need to get me a heater here.
I can't find it, but it's one of these deals equivalent to. It's like what the fuck? Why would you show off your speakers like this?
Just to show the capability that no matter how you place them, the imaging will be superb with our active noise cancellation.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me it's silly. They should have it, like nobody would ever have speakers like that. Why would you have it pointing all fucked up like?
Yeah, that's what I don't get. I think the marble initial pictures have gone. I can probably find them, but at some point. But let's not dwell on it. Just take inspiration of the shit you used to do, because shit back then was epic.
I don't know. It was way more elegant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, to me, the 50s are still elegant. The 90s are a bit massive in black, but please show them off in some other colors, like actual pictures. But, I mean, just in this sort of, you can actually envision yourself sitting here somewhere in a couch or an Eames chair or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with the current pictures, if they're ever in anything, it's sort of like, really? That's not how anybody uses any of this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the way that it
the
used
Lab
to be.
5 is hiding a bit behind the TV, but it's not as bad as when, like, it's not, at least it's not pointing at the piano or something.
Mm-hmm. And who's to say there's not another set of them on the other side of the building or the room, right? There you go.
I mean, in terms of a setup, it's a bit weird in this space, unless there's another set of lives, like off to the back end there.
Yeah, but that's not true image technology yet, bro. I remember when they had to get it was a special bass box that took the subwoofer power link output and the left and right power link output from the Biosystem 1 and then pipe it into the Lab 5s, because there was no way to get the bass out of it for some reason, because it was all for the subwoofer. So
yeah,
back in the years,
classic setup.
The BioLab 5 box or whatever converter box was called. Oh, look, a pirated CD. Oh, fuck.
Well, did anybody mind at the time? Probably not.
See, like, yeah, this is a nonsensical picture, but it's just the way that it's stacked. It's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's eye catching. It's interesting to the eyeball. Like, yes, there's no fucking way you would ever listen to this setup this way because the sweet spot is exactly where the TV is sitting. So the TV is listening to itself, I guess, at this point.
Yes. For that
But
wonderful crosstalk.
that's right. So, but it's just the product was real, and I like the fact that the limitations of the era were we can't render this shit properly, so we're just gonna have to take real pictures. Where now it's gotten to the point where I'm too lazy to set this all up properly, like, and make sure there's no dust and anything on it. So we're just gonna do a fucking rendering, and then it just looks so surgically clean and unreal that it's not even funny. These are 8002s.
Yeah.
I remember that picture. I actually have that picture on my wallpapers, scrolling the wallpapers. So all of my wallpapers actually on this computer are from the media center, and they just change every 15 minutes. Took a
Well,
while to get
as
them.
it should, really.
Yeah, that's a fun system. See, that's almost doable. Yeah, I think you're through the folder now. Next.
Oh no, we have some more 5s to go.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But cool.
At least you get what it's about.
I think that's not rendered, but like they just photoshopped this shit together. Like those 2 5s at the front are definitely bazookas, like or bananas. There's no way that that's real. The back ones probably, maybe, yes. I'm sure the picture in the TV is photoshopped.
Most likely. But it's an interesting room nonetheless.
The product is real. It's just the typical never plugged in B&O. Oh, the left 5 was plugged in there. It had the status light on.
This one has a green status light, and so does
Yeah,
this one.
yeah. Because they're out of they can't see the cables and shit. The back one is definitely not plugged in. I put my monies on it. Yeah, that's
Was this
and
for
there's
some
so
World
many
Cup or
photos.
something?
Probably. Yeah, that's definitely made up. BeoVision 740.
I mean, even on the backside, they were nice to look at.
Well, it wasn't uncommon that you would walk in on David Lewis and he would be laying under the television looking at how the fuck it looks like from the bottom, right? Like even the fans and stuff, how they were designed, everything. He was very meticulous about it. And so is Thorsten Velour, don't get me wrong. Like if you look at the Avant, even if you like, I did the same thing. I lay under it and looked, how the mechanism comes out. And it's insane how much time and design goes into spending it to make it what it is. And then just some douchebag in the store comes in and fuck man, it's a $12,000 TV. That's bullshit. I'm like, you don't understand, dick. This is not just a TV, stupid.
No, look
It's a
at the
complete
back of your
entertainment
Sony
center.
or whatever.
Yeah, but does your Sony have a freaking surround processor? Yeah, this picture sold me when I first saw the BB9. I'm like, oh man, dude, that's the TV I want.
It was an interesting era with the acoustic lens just on the TV.
It was pretty brave decision design wise to just put that in there.
I do like it.
I love it, man, and it communicates it communicates the speech. It looks like a Lab 9 is trying to push through the cloth. Is what it looks like.
It looks fucking Predator.
But yeah, it's that picture of an iris is just sick.
Oh dear lord! Legislation generation says, "Is this an iPad?" Yes, it's an iPad.
But yeah, that TV was sick, man. It still is. It's actually downstairs in this house, so it's still being watched. Still beautiful, fantastic picture on it. I do need to figure out how to fix the camera because it's not doing it anymore. It's not dropping down. And I'm not sure where the malfunction is. I think it's in the TV itself.
Or is it a motor that is just the grease has
Or
gone
it could
hard?
be or it could be yeah, that's also a possibility. So I might just take the frame off and take it apart and see.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
the
some of this
surgery.
older grease just goes, instead of like being fatty, it just sort of goes chunky after a decade or so.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. Yeah, I stood beside this variant of the TV in 80-inch that they had in the Struer Museum, right, as a prototype.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even imagine how you would move that into a house to somebody's.
Well,
like, it was stupid.
Where I lived, the only reason stuff came in the doors is because it had massive doors on the side, like double doors. So whatever it was, it fit inside.
Damn. That's a nice combo, but I would never own it in red color.
No.
Even though I like red color, I think that's a little too loud for me. I know a client that has a red lap 9s. They're kind of cute.
This is your ultimate setup, basically. It's
That's
just
pretty
one
much,
chair.
yeah. That was always my dream.
Way too close.
That's so
to
funny. Just that. That's it. Not sure why that other lap 5 is a little further back down, but I guess it just makes sense optically. But yeah, this is. I would get a better chair though, man. Like much better chair.
Like your Eames chair.
Oh God, that's terrible. Iron and the blue are terrible.
I think the blue on the 9s is less bad than the red, really. But the blue on the TV is kind of like, yeah, no.
No, that TV should only stay in 3 colors: silver, black, and the dark gray that they had. That is it. There shouldn't have been the red, the blue, the gold. There's a gold one. I think that was it for those.
You need to get a confused Henrik look, Karel. Karel said he wants an install of a purple BV5, a purple BLAB 1s, and purple 4000s.
That's terrible. That must have been mid-90s.
Or somebody was still stuck in the hippie era.
I feel bad for people that bought those colored speakers because the speakers are still good, and then you got this awful ass color on them now. Like, what do? Do you get them like 3M cover to a different, or paint them? I don't know. Yeah, mid-90s, man. Like that, people. I don't know what happened to the 90s, but like there was no style.
Hard drugs.
Just fucking
the hard drugs.
It's just sick.
By the time you could afford B&O, it's the people in the 60s and 70s that were like on acid and LSD and stuff.
I was in 2002. Holy cow! I must have like special ordered that awful color because I don't think the lab ones were sold in that color anymore. This got to be 2005 when the Audi A8 came out with the first B&O sound system.
This is, I think, one of Steve's favorite TVs.
This is what is it? BeoVision 626.
Yeah.
Those were used as monitor in. I don't know if you noticed that, Steve, when you went for the house tour. I don't know if you did that or not, because we did. We went to the B&O house, like to the farm.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they had those as monitors.
Yeah, my dealer used it as a PC monitor for the longest time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or the BeoCenter 6, exactly, because that was one that had a surround module in it, so you could hook up 5.1 system into it, which is kind of cool for how small the TV was.
Well, back then that was not an
normal, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't extremely small or anything. I mean, I still remember we had a 21-inch flat screen TV in the dining room area, and that was like, wow, 21 inches, because it was also thin. It was thin.
Yeah. Shit, I took out was it Sharp Aquas?
What?
Was it a Sharp Aquas?
Could very well be. I don't remember. It was very gray and
I
plasticky.
was gonna say if it was gray, it was definitely Sharp Aquas. Because those were on the first LCD panels that even like with B&O, I remember in one of the houses, like a posh house, that they had those in a bathroom for bathroom TVs. That's cool. I like that picture. Yeah, Biocom 2s were bomb.
I personally am more of a fan of the Beocom 5. I do like this, but the Beocom 5 is...
Though I think the worst phone that they have ever built. Not the design wise, but the quality that phone was a fucking terrible mistake. This is the limited edition engraved Biocom 2. There was only 500 of those made, or 300. I don't remember. I sold mine on eBay for $500.
You wish you hadn't now, or what?
I don't care for it. I bought it for, man, that phone was almost $2,000. Number 127 out of 300. That was mine. Actually, I had 127 and 125. And I don't remember the third one because I bought three of them. So that's cool. That's menacing looking.
Yeah.
The lighting is perfect. There you go. Now it's on. I like how you did that.
I do like that era still to this day. I don't know why they took it off the 18s, where like you only have the green light for a little bit and then it goes off. Like, granted, it's a bit much if it stays on the whole time, but or at the same intensity. But in this era of speaker, like Beolab 1, Beolab 2, or 5, or just that simple LED to give you that little bit of indication that it's actually on and receiving a signal.
Mm. Yeah, nothing lights up anymore nowadays. 20s light up the Bang & Olufsen logo, and inside, I believe, still.
The 50s do it in the tweeter too, but
and
in daylight you can't tell.
No, neither on the 90s, because 90s light up the logos, you can't tell. Unless you turn them up, and then you can see that huge LED ring on the top of them. Which, by the way, is that software out to control the 90s, so I can feel bad, even worse about not having them plugged in from Halo?
No.
Because it's coming, right?
Supposedly. Would be nice.
They'll come out with it obviously they'll come out with it now because I packed my speakers up. See, that's cool.
I'd live there. I wonder what kind of insurance you have if you lived on a plateau like this with a waterfall behind it, but...
Oh no, that communicates that how much of a wide of a sound stage you get with the TV and the Biosystem 3. That's what that is, bro. That's only what you can see, but that's much you can hear. Yeah, I like that, and I still have that cabinet actually downstairs.
I like it so much when B&O made furniture like that. Like, there's nothing.
It was very well designed.
Yeah, there's nothing of that anymore.
But I don't think there's a need. Well, there is now with the nonsense turntable deal. You get a fucking $18,000 drawer cabinet.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
It's like, okay.
Which I think is it's a little insane. But at the end of the day, like, you don't really have a need for it anymore, because what is there to store? Most of the people don't have anything.
Your records, your remotes, your bio living intelligence.
I guess, but like a lot of people that normally live like with a TV, you can stuff the TV to the back, Apple TV to the back of the Avant or whatever nowadays, and you guys don't have cable boxes in Europe.
Well, we do, but not as common anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But like a BeoVision 50, Avant 55 would go perfectly on that furniture, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the table rising thing.
I like how that remote used to be.
Like this plastic shit is like holding a cactus. That's why you need the B&O.
It's so true. I always look like a retard when I have to grab a non-B&O remote and try to work with it. Like it doesn't matter what it is, I just can't. Because it's. But then again, I look at it that way because I know the remote that I've been, BO4 I've had, that's off by heart, and so is the BO Remote 1. But if you go, every remote is different for every device otherwise, right, in third parties world.
It would be sweet if the Halo could get these little icons for stuff in.
I think that would be possible probably through the gateway.
I mean, it has
Because
a
you would have to have images uploaded through something to it, right?
yeah.
I'm sticking to this fucking chair. But yeah, that remote was the best worst thing that the B&O has done to themselves, and this is the absolute worst product that they have issued out up to date. BioSound 6.
Psychedelic rock, general classic, metal. It's like, okay, this is a weird person that listens to all this.
Right? Yeah, I listened to it. They had it me test. I absolutely said this is the stupidest thing ever. Beautiful, but it's more or less just a polished and stainless steel rebranded Samsung MP3 player. That's exactly what it is, Billy Ballback. The only thing was different that they used MS1 chip in it. Or no, MS3. No, it was MS1 because MS3 chip was used in a Serene or Serenata phone, which that was like their groundbreaking amplifier. It was 1 square millimeter circuit board or circuitry or one chip that was basically the entire amplifier for the headphones.
Like a pinhead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are the loves of your life, basically. These.
Oh man, I still have a few, and I have a pair that actually is untouched in box still. I
These
love those headphones.
these are so excellent. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
so opulently B&O with like everything is aluminium. Even where it
They're the
doesn't
best
really need to
headphones ever,
be.
man, or earphones, I guess. Best earphones
Yeah.
I've ever owned by a long shot. But yeah, it's a great photo too. It's a great idea for a photo. Where's the marketing department? Where's that marketing person, for God's sakes? Hire them back.
Even if they're like 78 or whatever, it's fine.
Mm. Yeah, you know what? I actually got very proficient in sending messages in Serenata using that goofy dial. But there was a program software that came with Serenata. You installed it on your computer, and then you can basically text message directly through like a messenger window in your computer and use your keyboard. It was sick. So people were like, "Why the fuck do you reply so long when you're at work? But then when you get out of work, it's just okay. Yes, I'm on the way." Like just these pre-written phrases. And that's the explanation to it because it was connected to my computer and I could just actually type out the SMSs. The old look of the BeoLink app and looked something that used to work.
Does this part no longer work in the moment?
No, it does.
It does?
It
Okay.
doesn't. It doesn't show the level. It doesn't show any new platform anymore. It doesn't show icons. It's just playing from BeoSound level.
Yeah. I'm still not happy how B&O handled the moment.
I think they completely shit the bed on it. They shouldn't have done what they've done. They abandoned people, blatantly abandoned people. That's what I don't like about it, and it's against their seven core ICs or so core Cs. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not something that I saw coming, but then again, they kind of pull the same plug on people with BeoSound 5, right? But at least with BeoSound 5, yeah, you good cut on Spotify, but at least, the mods never stopped working if you had it running properly, because that was built in,
Yeah.
which that was the biggest selling point against the BeoSound 5, that this is done now by Deezer. Genres are much better and more intelligent. It doesn't go from one thing to a weirder thing of after another, right, when it's in moth. So, yeah, and then they just pulled the pin on it as well. Yeah, this is the old look of the app.
Why are you looking grave? What the hell?
I don't know why they pick some weird shit like this. Yeah, I agree with you, DJ Neo. I think the biggest problem or not biggest problem. I think the biggest mistake that they've done, they underspec the machine completely, so it couldn't really do much. I don't understand why the sound profile for BeoLab 90s on WISA was never, or even just wired, was never introduced on that on the moment. Which that's like not being able to hook up Lab 5s into a 9000 properly, which to me is an absolute act of lunacy.
Yeah, because they were even sold on the same time still.
Yeah. So.
I mean, that's like if we were around at that time, like with the podcast and whatnot, like I bet you there would be some people going into their dealers, like I want an audio master, and the dealer would go, "Here's a moment," and he'd go, "So it has presets for 90s, right?"
No, that's coming. That's coming. Just buy it and fuck off. That's what they told us to tell you. But yeah, that's not fun. They should have. They should have done something more for the moment and the people that own it.
Oh, here we go. This is a
That was a really old version of the app still, because it showed the 9000 as an actual icon. It doesn't show it anymore. It just shows it as a B-Link on a converter. Look at that. Unknown speaker in the gray zone.
yeah, like when was the last time Beano made anything like this that looked like that?
Bowers and Wilkins. That's the Bowers and Wilkins speaker.
I mean, in terms of a shop, this is so weird. Like, let's say you come in
Mm-hmm.
wherever the fuck, and you have rooms within rooms and stuff, and it's like, huh? Like it's better now. It's way more open.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen a shop that had rooms within rooms.
Yeah, but like, if this was
They mostly had rooms within rooms when they had theaters in them, right? Like different
yeah,
setups of theaters. Like K&W per se, it's the same thing. Like they have two different theater rooms, three, two on the main and one on the top, and they're all different equipment and stuff.
throwback slash
Oh, look,
forward.
there's Biogram 4000. That's a throwback.
Yeah, it was a throwback then, but now it's a throw forward. Guess it's just missing a C.
It's funny that they had they actually made an icon for it. Biogram, holy cow!
Yeah, let's see.
Fuck, you would need a lot of cabinet space to house all of that. What's making the Biogram 4000 working on the new system? Because you'd have to have a Biomaster 5000 at least, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then ML to MCL converter, then NL to ML converter, and then a core or an Essence, I guess, and then a Bio Remote 1 to get the turntable going with the remote control. Not a fan of the gold ones, to be honest.
I didn't mind it so much in certain products. the fives with black were okay, but you kind of resided to that you can't get any other fabric color on the bottom.
Hmm.
I mean, you can technically, but like the gold and white looks a bit strange.
Why the core? You're asking for the or essence, BeoSound essence, because you need somewhere to play, to put the speakers to, or to hook up the speakers. You could use it from the converter directly, but then it's kind of convoluted how it joins in together. It's easier to do it with an essence or core at that point. Are these the gold tone or brass tone? It look like brass tone. Oh, it's gold.
Gold, I think.
Mm-hmm. Not a fan of the gold at all. That's just my thing though. I don't like it.
I mean, this gold.
It really segregates to like where you can put them too.
Yeah, I like this type of gold better than the modern gold on the 50s and 28s.
Oh, that's super light yellowish gold.
Yeah, and then the brass tone, which is a sort of in between color, which is also the bronze is okay. The sort of copper color. Was it? No.
My favorite one out of all these Goldilocks ones were the '90s edition, or the 90th edition, which was the rose gold. That looked sick.
Yeah, that had a nice hue to it. We'll get to those.
Mm. The cool modern collection, yeah, I guess so. there's the awesome speakers coming up now.
There's so many variations with 90s. It's unreal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but not many people actually end up with.
No, because they get a bit shocked from the pricing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can have them in black, but any other color is a lot more money.
But it looks a lot more better. A lot better, I guess.
Sure, but like initially, that wasn't the case.
No.
Like when you bought yours, like you could have all the colors and you just picked a color and that was that. Like I think the next price increase or the one after, like every color got an extra price.
Mm.
Where the white one was the most insane one. Which was to get them in white with normal aluminium, so just the white sails was an extra $7,000. So that's probably like $8,500 now, on top of the base price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine are $25,000 on top of the base price with what I've got, the silver, white, and smoked oak.
I mean, I also do like them like this with the forged iron gray and the sort of, what is it, rose gold version, this?
I like the, what's that dark blue fabric that they had? The Parisian blue?
Night blue, yeah.
Midnight blue or whatever. That was nice color.
Yeah,
and
Max
I also like
those,
the steel. Yeah, and I like the steel, which this is the gray color, right?
Yeah, the forged iron gray, they call it.
Yeah, that I like a lot.
I mean, this Purple Heart, I think it's called. It looks a lot better on your screen right now than it does in real life. In real life, it's much closer to brown. Because I had it on the Eclipse, because when I ordered my Eclipse initially, the aluminium covers couldn't be delivered for like another 4 or 5 months or something. So I
had the same, yeah.
I had so they gave out free fabric colors, and I got the choice in that. And I thought, well, this looks nice in here, and maybe for like Christmases or whatever. And then I got it in my hands, and I was like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, no.
I'm fixing the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 90s. Oh man, I don't miss them yet. I gotta say, I don't think about them. Try not to think about them. Try not to think about them, but they're freaking. Yeah, they do get in your head though. Tell you what.
One thing that's
They,
weird, like for people that don't know, when you order the white 90s, this insert goes from black aluminium to silver.
mhm.
But with this color combination, they don't match the color to it. It's just, I don't know why.
I don't think the crowns and that like they're supposed to be separate. That's why they didn't put the
Yeah,
orange, I
like,
guess. Or but with the white sails, it just disappears, so it accentuates the crowns. And with
so
the black, it still accentuates the crowns, right?
it's, I don't know, it's just
See, like
looks,
if you look at that, if these were black or a different color, it would look weird.
yeah, but they could match the color, right? Anyway, maybe I'm just nitpicking.
Shut up, man.
Maybe this isn't the color to get with the white sails.
I'm sure that they may have tried it and like, yeah, that looks horrible. So we'll just go back to this. So, or it's just obviously cheaper to have only silver and only black anodized.
Like this with the smoked oak and the Ford's iron grey and normal aluminium, that looks stellar to me.
See, and they're black instead of silver inside. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that looks sick. That looks like a proper big speaker.
I mean, that looks way better than the black ones, too.
The black and oak, yeah, I agree. This it's such a awesome speaker.
So this is basically what you have.
Yes.
No, this is what you have. Have you ever
This is
changed out these
exactly.
panels for the new walnut ones?
No, not yet. Well, I have smoked oak and oak, right? So, pending, like if I go to Montreal and we end up selling a pair of speakers, then I'll see if I can, because like if they want to go with the oak ones, then my oak ones have never been put on for more than what I think a month or two when I had the black ones. Once they got switched, I went with the smoked oak. And because of the shipping back in the day was rather awful, I have had 3 different sets of those lamellas that were sent to me, or panels, and I picked the nicest wood grain that didn't have the broken pegs, and then I had to send the rest of it back. So I have probably the nicest wood grain for the oak and smoked oak as well. So it's quite exciting.
By the
I
way,
like
if
the BeoSound
anybody
one.
watching, like I said earlier, timestamp whatever mentally you want a picture of, and I'll send it to you. It's fine. Just email me.
Mm.
If it fits in an email, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, BeoSound 2 was never my cup of tea. I like the one. It's
The
a little
longer I've had mine, the
nostalgic.
more I liked it. Honestly,
Hmm.
initially I always thought the BeoSound 1 looked better, but the longer I've been staring at my BeoSound 2, the more I've begun to like it over the BeoSound 1.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It maybe just like one of these things. The longer you live with it, your taste sort of changes towards it, other than it's outright gorgeous.
Hmm. This was a mistake of a speaker that they built. BeoSound 35 was a stupid idea. Well, it was absolutely silly. Did you put a timer on that poll, or is it just gonna run all the way through the podcast?
Oh, I'll end it. God damn it.
9,000 wins, baby. Sit in the corner and go be ashamed of yourself.
No, I don't care. I think I win. It
8
just
inch
means
with this titanium commissioner smoke are perfect. But that's the special edition package, David. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to get those speakers because that's $40,000 for all of it, right? The 4,000
yeah.
machine titanium and the titanium. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they like a year from now will come up with the titanium color.
Or it's in the
Given
bespoke
the fact that
program.
they already pulled a short one on the 4,000 turntables and such, I would not even be shocked nor surprised if the titanium edition for any, like, they'll just make a titanium edition of some sorts, or they're gonna call it something else, right?
Yeah.
And do a freaking release.
This poll just means my taste is more exclusive, so I'm fine with it. DJ News says BSN 35 feel like it's not popular, never really see it. Well, Brian has 2 or 3 of them.
It never was popular because, quite honestly, once you start listening to it, it's terrible. Like, there's no bass; it's just a glorified 3500. But it did have an optical input, so it could be used as a
soundbar,
basically. And for soundbar, that thing was very good. But
to me,
I'm happy that I sold it.
Quite honestly, this is also, if not one of the speakers for when the rest of your house is complete with B&O. Like, the only people I've ever seen it tie into a house is where they put it in like a kitchen or a bathroom, and it's just above a door somewhere, and it's where it's like it's unhandy to have something in the way. Like, yes, I have a big kitchen island, but I kind of want to use it all, so I don't want to put a speaker on top of it, so I'll put a 35 above the door or something like that.
Yeah.
It's one of these ultimate luxury speakers where it's sort of like, I need some sound here, and I'm going to really overspend on it, and it's fine.
Yeah, this is the overspend for sure with the BeoSound 35. Like, it's a nice design. Kind of looks like no, it kind of looks like a swollen Penta.
Yeah.
But the aluminum work on it was absolutely exquisite. Like, the edges, holy fuck, man! Like, you will cut the shit out of your hand when you're not careful around it. But it's not the best speaker, not the best sounding speaker. Even though it's got the same guts basically borrowed from the BeoLab 18, but instead of double woofer on each side, it's just got one woofer on each side.
This is, by the way, the perfect picture to show how to tell if your wooden cover for your BV14/1155 is real. As you see, one side starts thick in a triangle, and it goes down to very small so these are like torn strips. And if you see the aftermarket stuff, it's just flat stuff. There's no 3-dimensional space to it. So I've seen a few aftermarkets that mimic this well, but it's more like a slat of a BeoLab 18 or something. Like, it's rounded and straight. It's not that triangle. And also, generally, it doesn't taper down like this.
It's one thing I wish I bought when it was around. To buy a 1140. I wouldn't want the 55. It's too big. But 1140 with the wood grill, I should have bought that. That was stupid of me. I didn't. Because that TV is just gorgeous. Like, it's an indefinite design icon.
When I saw that on the BV14, I was so willing to buy it, but it was like, ugh. Do I want the Android nonsense? And at the time, 1155s were basically unicorns on the secondhand market. And it's like, oh well, whatever. And I waited long and long, and then the Eclipse came, and I was like, okay, I'll get an Eclipse, fine, whatever. Because at least for all the issues initially with the Eclipse never had this weirdness of just bricking itself halfway through watching something.
No. I think he's
Golden Avant, yeah. Not my favorite. The speaker grill looks nice in the middle, but
no, that don't do much for me, bro. That was the next generation that they had the black stand and so on.
Yeah.
Black stand was the worst idea you could possibly buy. You'll never be finished wiping the dust off it.
Yeah, the Eclipse had the same problem.
Yeah,
Or has
never.
the same problem. I would
Yeah,
never advise getting a black stand for the Eclipse.
no.
Unless you live in like I don't know, some HEPA filtered house or something.
Still, you will still get freaking dust on it. It's just so bad. It looks so bad. Yeah, the BeoSound 35. I wonder why they called it 35. Maybe because it was 3500. They just took the zeros out like Polish with their zloty.
Probably, yeah. The original M5 still in it. This was a nice generation when they started with all that Quadrat.
Mm. I think A6 was a faux pas.
It's a good speaker though. It's a bit awkward to use, but
God forbid you need to move it with that handle. You're gonna either play, pause, or mute or skip something because it's so touch sensitive.
yeah, but if you control it through like an Essence remote or an app or whatever, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. I still have a dark gray Quadrat grill for it if somebody wants it. You can throw me an email. I'll send it to you because I don't have a heart to toss it.
Yeah, eventually they'll be rare, and then you'll find, obviously, as soon as you tossed it a week later, somebody's like, I'm looking for some.
Oh my god! Yeah. But yeah, if anybody is interested, I have an A6 dark gray Quadrat cover.
I mean, I've been going through a bunch of storage shit, and I found some Lab 1 spikes. After.
Oh,
Yeah.
the carpet spikes? Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, I didn't know I still had these. But I'm keeping them now because
Keep it. No, I don't throw it out.
they'll be valuable eventually. I mean, by valuable, I mean like 20 quid or whatever, $20.
It's not even about the money. It's about the fact, can you or can you not get it?
Yeah.
That's the biggest value of B&O's old stuff comes from.
Especially living in the US at one point. Most likely everything will have carpet at one point or another.
You will have area there is carpet for sure. That's why I keep the carpet spikes. I keep the rubber feet as well. And it depends on what you're putting shit on. Because it does compress quite a bit if you just have it on regular feet. And you can't really balance it out. Where those carpet spikes, they poke through the carpet, which is not really much of a damage, especially in the North American carpets. And they actually go all the way through the underlay and they fucking touch the wood, the bottom of the floor,
Yeah.
the plywood. So then it's easier to level the speaker out and they don't sway or swing. It's a good thing to use. I don't know if even I think that they should still have access as a dealer to be able to order them.
Who knows?
Can your dealer order the coffee mugs, the B&O coffee mugs?
Yeah, but it's cheaper to order it yourself.
What website do you order it from?
I have to look it up. radiosomething.dk. Here, I wonder if this was subliminal messaging for the shape. This wall carpet on the...
Right?
Because these are basically shape tiles. Like, how is this not a shape tile?
It is.
But it's not a shape.
Coffee mug.
Hold on, I can look it up for you. I bet you people will probably want to know.
I want to order some. I don't care how much they cost. I want to order me a couple.
Let me see. Uh, because they're ridiculously expensive. They're like €25 a mug or something like that.
Yeah, fuck. Like if you look at Itala glass, is also not that cheap. So I don't mind. I don't mind spending the money on good stuff.
Let me see. Where is it?
There you go. See, Billy Ballbag is already gonna be fucked by 50 quid out of the gate.
Yeah, but I think the minimum is there's a minimum of like they don't just send you 2 mugs.
Well, if it's a minimum order, then we're gonna pile it in, and I can either ship it out to people or I'll eBay them.
Where is it? Where is it? I have it somewhere. I forget what it is now because it's a weird ass site and B&O outsources it.
It's a menu company that makes it, right?
I don't fully remember. Mug.
New Norm Menu Space. I think that's the. Accessories, bathroom, kitchenware. Let's go. The cats are pissed off today.
Oh, you can hear them? Bacon is going nuts in the background.
Yeah, I wonder where that is, man. I'm really stoked about this. Kitchen and dining. I'm looking at the menuspace.com, which is the company that actually makes them. But where do you have it from? Or at? Is it a link of some sort? You got?
No, I got the website somewhere, but it's somewhere in a bloody email chain.
Oh, nice.
So I haven't written it down, but I'll. You know what? This is gonna take too long. It is gonna take fucking ever to find. And as soon as we're done, I'll probably find it. So,
of course.
So
we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, another reason to join Discord because I'll dump it on the Discord.
There you go.
For anybody that hasn't done it yet and is interested in B&O mugs, come join the Discord.
Yeah, because we could do a mass order, right?
Oh yeah.
And if majority of y'all is going to be in Europe, so we can just have it shipped to your house, and you can send me a couple over here, or even next time Megan flies over, she can send some out. It's not like I'm drinking, out of my fucking hands here, but. But I would. What is this Discord thing here?
The link to our Discord.
Yeah.
Do you have Discord on your phone?
Oh, I'm going into. Oh, for God's sakes! I clicked the link in. There's all the planes. Oh, a seaplane. Okay, so that's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Would you ever stash your Bio Remote 1 like this with scissors in a jar?
Mm-hmm.
I would be.
The one that I got right now for sure, I wouldn't even give a flying fuck, man. It's so beaten up, but not a brand new one.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's ballsy to keep it like this, in my opinion.
No, mine has been dropped a few times now, and yeah, it's no good. I wouldn't mind. Sometimes I actually did jam it into a pen holder. What is the fucking? I'm trying to sign up on a computer on the Discord.
Yeah, you just need to know your password.
Apparently, it's a little more laborious than I anticipated.
Unless you want to be on there with 2 different usernames.
God. It's trying to fucking register me. Oh, I didn't have to do it through anything. God damn it. Oh.
Right. You did sign up now with a different account than the one you did last time.
Can you delete it?
I can delete one of them. I can just kick you off the server.
Just
It's
fucking
fine. I
delete
don't care.
delete the brand new one, because that's gonna be confusing now.
Well, the other one was Oakley or whatever it was.
Oh, I'll leave that then. I'll claim my fucking Willie here.
I can make you super sweet, aka a moderator. Hey, you're super sweet now.
So that's weird. Please add an email and password to claim your account before it's lost. So I did that, and it says it's already fucking registered. So I don't know what it's doing. Do I have to go to my Gmail?
Probably.
I think I fucked my account up now. God damn it. Oh, I can just... Yeah, hang on a second. I'll fucking delete this account. Stupid.
Boomer energy here tonight, folks.
Fucking bullshit Discord. I hated it here. Oh man, now everything's fucked up. There we go. I'm back. No man, I like that little media center. I think that BNO should do something more when it comes to pictures, because right now they're suffering succotash, and I don't know what the holdup is. And they have more than enough beautiful houses and setups that people do as dealers, installs and such. I understand not every dealer has a professional access or camera access, right? So, you gotta kind of do with what you've got. But you know what?
You
Give me a
can
fucking break. Like, iPhone makes some really good pictures, dude. Like, you can take some really good shots with what current tech you have and send it over. And I think they should utilize that. If you don't want to give credit, then don't. But I think that you guys should show the real products, not this generated computer damn nonsense here. So
yeah. We get your unhappy vegans. I have hundreds of your unhappy vegans.
Oh fuck, you got all those too. Look at the Daisy Dukes, they're staring in nowhere. Wow. Is that a guy? No.
No.
Just like,
I don't know. Can you even say that nowadays? I don't know.
I don't know. Like, what do you call Miss A cups? I guess. Fuck. You want to? It's just like, you want me to put it where? That's the surprise face. Oh Lord.
Wait, is she smoking? Yeah. Oh no, it's just.
Nah, she's brewing it out. Home Alone.
I dance with my A1 like that on my wrist.
That's right. I'm surprised she hasn't whacked herself with it. You know what I mean? Because everybody whacks themselves. Like, it's like nunchucks, At some point, at some point, they're gonna find themselves through your balls, bro.
Christian, if you're still here, surely you know how to work those deepfake things and just replace the nunchucks of Bruce Lee with this.
Oh my God, this is the Gen 1 still, yeah, because the logo is different.
Also, the logo is round on a round cord pincher thingy.
Mm-hmm. Is the limited edition one, was that the aluminum bottom or no? It was still rubber. Must have been rubber.
No, it was still rubber. The June edition that has nothing to do with the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the new Dune or June edition that was it launched Monday was €500
for an A1.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
500 USD for an A1. So technically, it was cheaper in North America.
Wow.
But 500 USD or €500 or 400 British pounds for an A1.
See, that's the surprise picture.
Which is, it's a ballsy ask, and supposedly it's made in Factory 5, or just the cover is really. Because let's be honest.
Is that all the pictures? Because that's all the same shit now.
Yeah.
Just rotating through. This is like the beginning of the angry, because they were like very angry in the midst of it all. Like she wasn't even that pissed yet.
Yeah, she was still sort of happy about it.
Yeah.
All.
Yeah, I always sit in a corner of my room and listen to the A1.
Well, they're in Japan somewhere. No other country has walls that thin.
Now, is that supposed to be a couple?
I have no idea.
Right? Because I don't think that I would take pictures like that with a friend.
And then again,
right? They're trying to be all this. She's got like this weird hair fuzz on it. Like she's got grayer hair than me. Damn it.
Yeah, but that may be by choice for her.
Yeah. I made my choice too. I can be like Trudeau and fucking dye it like a dick.
What, your face or your hair?
Both. Oh my god. That reminds me of my friend's house countertop in the bathroom. That's actually that's a real photo. That could be real.
Some purple, what is it?
Of course, this fucking Japanimation face.
H-Force, the original.
Oh yeah, with the stupid wire on the outside.
Yeah, I don't get why they did that, because that seemed like something that was definitely going to pinch at one point or another.
Design. That's the only thing I can logically explain. It would just be a design factor.
In the Mark IIs, it's like on the inside of the ear cup.
Mm-hmm.
So it never becomes an issue.
I don't know why they did that. But it's done.
Oh, what car is this? This is such a Japanese car. It's a Toyota Crown or something like that, or it's one of those cars that you only get in Japan, and it's sort of limo taxi things in Japan.
Toyota Teriyaki.
It's not that bad.
You never know. She's walking down the street. Like, you're gonna get hit by a car, man. Being all cool with the headphones. At least she's not pissed off. She's all like, I'm trying to be sexy, but I'm too hungry to be. Oh my god, what is that? Now that's a hermaphrodite.
That's an H5. The infamous.
I hate that you can't tell the gender of people anymore. I don't know why. I can't tell. I can't tell what that is.
Maybe it's your age and you need glasses. It looks like a female.
No, I don't think it's the glasses, bro. Like,
when was the last time you had an eye exam?
I never had an eye exam. I can see perfectly. I see perfectly. How much zoom do you need to tell if this is a boy or a girl, man? You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't like. That's what I don't get. See, look at that. It's like freaking peach fuzz, that hair she's got going on. It's weird. Yeah. It's like two-tone. It's like frosted.
I mean, and then we have the like B&O photos. Like, where is anything? Like,
so what is that supposed to be?
I don't know. It's like in there. Like, maybe it's serene, or where you want to listen to
90s.
Yeah.
Find the Lab 90s in there.
Like, or it's the inspiration. I see. It's the inspiration pictures for this color of A1. This sort of.
Oh, the teal one that came out.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
It's like, okay, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, that's sad.
I mean, we're gonna get some more colors of everything, right? Because that seemingly is the only thing they can do at the moment.
Hmm.
I mean, the whole
Yeah.
supply chain thing is still a mess. So
Oh, it'll be a mess for a while. The trains are going on strike here, so that's gonna make it interesting with food supply here in Canada. Let's see. Sweet, my apartment's finished.
yay!
Go.
I'll finish.
Yay! Back to primitive lights.
I'll finish this folder and then we're nearly there. Where are we? I don't know. I'll flick
Oh,
through
look,
it.
there's Love on the Rocks.
What, the A1?
Yeah. They full on retarded, man. They kick their shoes off. Like, look at the rocks and shit you gotta walk through, stupid.
I mean, is it
Kind of blends in.
is it weird now, right, that they made an Explorer for kind of this purpose?
Mm.
Because an A1 apparently in their own pictures can already survive going to a rocky beach like this. So it's kind of like, what's the Explorer really for? I mean, I like the Explorer. Don't get me wrong; it's really tough built, and you can really throw it around like Henrik showed. But I'd rather have an A1 because it just sounds a bit better, and if you're not being ultra crazy, it'll survive just fine.
Yeah. I just don't like the new Alexa thing in it. That I have a problem with. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, but you don't have to turn it on because it's the button, a hot swap or a hot touch button to the Alexa relay on your phone. So if it's not on your phone, it won't like do anything.
But you can reassign the button to do something else?
No. So it's basically, in my opinion, for my use, it would just be a button you never touch because there's no use for it. Which is kind of silly.
Yeah, it's sad. But what can you do? So yeah, let's continue this tomorrow. I should be on time because our time change hasn't changed it. So right now it's already 3:00 instead of 2:00.
Shall we chat with the people from Discord? Like I've
Sure,
been doing
why
for the
not?
last 2 weeks?
Yeah, if they want to come in, I'd love to fucking toss some words around.
Okie dokie.
See what goes on.
For anybody that's not yet already in the Discord, yeah, I'll pull up the Discord. So later tonight, under invite people. If you know anybody that's interested in B&O and the like, you can get an invite link from here. Feel free to use it. But I'll make an event for tomorrow, and underneath here will be the event, and you can sign up to come and join us. And it'll start at the same place or at the same time. And like last week, it'll start in the Discord. So just make sure that through the user settings, you have your camera if you want to. You don't have to, but it would be nice to see people's faces. But more so your mic set to the correct one because massive amounts of static is annoying to everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you'll be in a voice channel like that, and that's where we'll be, and then we'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, if the B&O news is slow, and if you guys like it, I am happy to wander through these sort of pictures because I have so many. And I actually think it's kind of cool to refresh your ideas of the days gone past and the days as they are now.
Yeah.
So yeah, sign up to the Discord, go support Skinny Play, and go and help Prestige Creators if you find one of their covers you fancy. I promise you the site is okay.
That's right.
The red is just there to scare you. It's not real.
It's to save you money, more or less, I guess.
Yes.
Or at least attempt.
It's our overlord looking out for us.
That's right. It's probably somebody's wife that hacked his website.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow on the Discord and on the Twitchy side. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
You know, when this long night will fade away, and we go back to our old ways, two perfect strangers in disguise. When the sun is going to stretch its arms on the road, turn us again with his shrill call into perfect strangers in disguise. But until then,